The last day in the studio really just means that the record starts to leave you as the artist. Howdy. What's up? We had a list of things that we really needed to go through. This was our last moment, our last 6 hours to really make sure that we got through all of the things on that list and finished the album. Lo-fi one can fade in later. Yeah. If I hear something now, it's like, I'm not gonna redo it. I gotta really commit. Hi, I'm Lorraine, and this is my 6 hours. I feel like every album is a clean slate, and I'm rethinking how I do everything. For me, I'm just trying to go back to the moment of being 15 and sitting in my room and making weird songs. But sounds really good. I made it a little bit detuned. I'm trying to figure out the structure of how everything will go, because it's kind of a mystery right now, and I feel a lot of pressure. My process really starts with searching for sounds and figuring it out in real time. It's very improvisatory in a lot of ways. And so I record everything that I do and everything that I hear because I grew up in Brooklyn, so sound is everywhere. I get inspiration from the things I hear all around me, so I try to create that experience for my listeners. That's more what influences me rather than one specific kind of music coming from one specific kind of place. And then the song blossoms from there. I collage it all together. It sounds really good. Can we use that for uncertainty? Whatchamacallit? Yeah, this sounds amazing. It's now a good sound. It's hard to get it to waver. You just have to shake it a little bit so it's a little wave. The pitch wavers.
It's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. And so it just keeps shedding skin, like a caterpillar or something like that, turning into a butterfly. It keeps evolving at different stages. We spend really long days in the studio, and there's a point of diminishing returns that can make it really hard to perform. It doesn't bother me because they're in different, It's the same as the last record.
You're reaching the point of resignation.
Yeah, that means the record's almost done. Okay, you want to take another listen? So sometimes taking a moment to just breathe is really grounding, where we just have to step away.
So we could bring it in a little earlier.
Just those, because they're very repetitive. And the lot's really close. It's kind of a staple of Brooklyn. So I have a lot of friends that have shows there. I've gone there a lot to celebrate or to decompress or hang out. A lot of us are so distracted all the time, myself included. We have phones, we have things going on. We're in New York, we're doing 50 things. And for me, it can just remind us that we can take 20, 30 minutes out of our day and just be present for one another.
Same.
Yeah. And then come back to it with new perspective. It fits really well in the mix, so I don't mind it coming in earlier.
Yeah, it's a nice sound, it's grounding.
I try to work with the same people for the most part, so it feels like a very small family, and they really understand my process and what I'm interested in. Andrew Lappin is a close friend of mine who's an engineer and producer. And Ben Shepito-Katz is the kind of music director and also is kind of a right hand in the recording process.
It does not bother me at all. I think it's nice.
Okay.
It's bothering you. I like it.
We're at Gary's Electric, and this is the first time that I'm using this space to record music for a record. I was an intern a billion years ago. And I sat like here, and Anthology was over here, and they would play all this weird music that I really liked and learned a lot. I learned about a lot of incredible music here. A lot of really awesome music nerds that were constantly playing incredible music, and I was always writing down all these names in my notebook so that I can go home and listen to it later.
In Times Square.
Oh, sick. But I definitely never thought I would be a musician. All the major tracking should be pretty much done by this point, and the songs will feel almost like they'll feel when people will hear them. When you're done tracking a record, for me, that's kind of when you're starting to let go of your baby.
And then you can just like fade like large chunks.
Good, right?
Yeah, great.
Always feels a little bit sad for that process to come to an end. There were a lot of times that I really did not think that we would get through it. Also more recording than I expected since it was the last day. So we had to get a lot of it in at the last moment. But we did it. This has been my home for weeks, and I've done some of the things that I never thought I would be able to achieve. And that's a really exciting place to be in.
Are you gonna drink it?
People have told me that this is probably the most important record yet. And so it really just feels like a big moment of my life.
Every shot's full of shot.
I have to savor it though. She has to savor that bottle.
It's insane to me that anybody has heard my music at all. So if that happens again with this record, I'm thrilled. And that was my 6 hours.